Well, hello everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Uh, this is Bedazzling Design, the crafting OG. And what I'm going to be doing today is a haul. I'm going to be showing some different things that I've been accumulating and collecting over time. So um, I want to go ahead and we're going to get right into that. I know the first thing that I'm going to show you is going to be a hat. So I have this one on right now, but I went to a tournament just Saturday, and we were talking about bucket hats, and one of the girls that does the crafting there, she made me this bucket hat. So I'm gonna rock that one today. Yeah, it's a bucket hat. So I'm gonna engrave on it, maybe put some bling on it, whatever. But this is what I do now, based off the way this one fits. This is probably the size I need to get when I order some again from Amazon. Because remember, I said that they seemed like they were a little bit big. So without further ado, if you're coming in live while we live, or you catch the replay, again, I am Bedazzling Design, the Crafting OG. I'd like to welcome you in, and also ask that if you're not a subscriber, to go over and subscribe. I'm not going to get into my giveaway. I have like 7 more days that I have to work, and then I'll be setting everything down, and then I'm going to get together and go ahead and put that together, as well as, hey, the girl got a birthday coming. Okay. I got a birthday coming. So I might run it all together and do a birthday bling thing where I bling out my shirt, or, you know, might include that. But at any rate, it's gonna come, it's gonna come, it's gonna come to be. Hey, let me welcome in Unbiased LLC. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Also, I did see Blue Lotus Vibes Designs and More. I'd like to thank you also for coming in. So we're gonna go ahead, and I already got the camera set up, and we just gonna start with some of the things. That the first thing, like I said, was the hat, and that was gifted to me. My birthday is the 8th. So, I see people and then I don't see them for a period of time unless it's a tournament. So, they're already like giving me little things. And then I've been on lives, and I'm listening to everybody and seeing what they're using and asking questions, and, trying to uh, see what I'm going to need for what I'm going to do, and stuff like that. So the first thing that I'm going to show you, I just got this. And I saw this, not really sure which live, so trusted to my my head and not my heart. Okay. But anyway, I thought it was unique because if you have thread, let me see if I have some over here, and like you're sewing or whatever, you could just take the thread and run it through here and cut. And the way you refill this cutter, your old blades from your rotary cut, when they get a little dull or whatever, yeah, you could just put it in here. So I thought that was really unique. So, Unbiased, you have one? I heard that. When I saw it, I was like, how ingenious is that? And you just like unscrew it and put the rotary thing in, for all that, when you're quilting or sewing, you want to hit it real quick to cut the thread, you can do that. Okay. I have quite a bit of stuff too, guys. So I'm going to run through it real quick. So when Joann's was going out of business, I just kind of like grabbed these, and they're actually sewing machines, little wrought iron sewing machines. And then they have like the little hook at the bottom. So, how we do when we see things. I don't know what I'll do with it, gonna do with it now, but I'll find something, to do with it later. And then somebody gonna really like this that's in here. And no, I'm biased. No, but anyway, they say that elephants are lucky. Okay. And this is a little stand that was given to me, and it has elephants on it. And then up at the top, it has like a paper clip type thing behind the elephant where you can like post pictures. So I'm thinking about taking some of my patches, some of my favorite ones, and putting it there. So I hope this ain't okay. Let's see. I should have, let me put this phone, put it on. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Let me put it on vibrate. I'm still learning. So that was another thing that was gifted to me. So let's see. Let's roll over here. And when I tell you, okay, so this is really, really special. This is really, really special. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this just yet. But I had a customer that came into the shop, and I was selling the shirts and stuff. And I see her like all the time. But she had on this shirt, right? And I was like, oh my God, I love the shirt. It's a nice shirt, and it has the collar and everything to it, with the bowling pins on it and stuff. So she said, well, Queenie, I have another one. And it don't fit me. So when I get back, I'll send it to you. So I'm like, okay. I don't really know her like that, but it was like, okay. She asked for my address and everything, and I gave it to her. And then I got a text that wanted to verify my address. And lo and behold, I got it. So you know what I'm going to do, right, y'all? I'm going to make her a Bling shirt. Okay, and I'm gonna send it to her, and then I don't even remember where she's from, but it'll be a way to advertise there. Somebody will see her in it, and hey, like, where you get that from? Oh, Bedazzling Designs. She gave it to me. This was an inspiration by I remember this when I first saw somebody do this. So I had an opportunity to grab some at a reasonable price. I like to not pay that much for stuff in the beginning because I'm learning. And, you mess up stuff. So I think I saw it was Miss C, and she did sublimation on the back of a phone case. So I'm going to try and see if I can incorporate Bedazzling Designs or something really cute, on the back of that. So I gotta set it. And this is all doing when Joann's was going out and everybody was offering, plans and deals and closeouts. So I call myself, grabbing. And let me see. Okay, I just found I won't show her address, but she sent that to me from Longview, Washington. Yep, she sure did. So that's that. Let me see what else I got over here. Yep. So everybody was talking about don't laugh, y'all. Everybody was talking about the Dollar Tree and the fat quarters, right? So I had never really looked for any in there. And so I just went to different ones as I went to different locations and just found. Now, guys, what Miss Queenie gonna do with it? What's she gonna do with it? Okay, these are all like fat quarters. So I tried to find like, I really like this because I'm all about the print. And I thought that this might be able to mix with it some kind of way. But I was like, okay, well, we're gonna see. So if you are trying out stuff, I'm a big believer in, don't go get the most expensive material and stuff like that. Like, okay, yeah, patches. Okay, yeah, that. Hi, Miss Vera, welcome in. If I missed anybody, you guys, please know that don't take it personal. Okay. I'm trying to learn to maneuver and work through multitasking. And yeah, thanks Spilling the Diversity for dropping in on your lunch break. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me see. Then I'm a big fan of red. Guys, I don't know. I be looking at stuff on YouTube and they be using fat quarters for a lot of different things. So, red is my color, red and black. And this one, if you guys could see the bling in there, the sparkle or whatever. Yeah, so I had to have that one. And because I had one, I decided I would get the other one since there was only two left. And then, I say all the time, like, I want to try to do this and I want to try to do that. This is something that I am scared of, and I have yet to go find um, somebody that I could watch and really, I'm just scared. I haven't even tried, okay? And since I was probably in the 7th grade, and some of you guys probably wasn't even born in, but zippers. So I call myself getting a couple of zippers to play with because I am really scared to death of anything that requires a zipper. And I know everybody say, oh no, go ahead. It's not that bad. I got to get over the initial. Oh, sublimate on the glitter white fabric. Okay, yeah, I know. I'm listening to you, Miss Bias, the connoisseur fabric. This little stuff I'm showing. I just saw Shay Shay cleaning up her fabric. I was like, oh my God, y'all. Y'all got fabric stores. Y'all could take over for Joann's. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I just want to get a few things. And I have some other fabric that I have in the closet that I've been collecting. Since I've been saying I was going to do the thing. And so it ain't organized. Okay, this, you guys, y'all going to laugh at this, but I just had to have it. I get back in the camera view. That's another zipper. So we're going to put that right there. But I don't want y'all to laugh at me, okay? Because I'm going to tell you another little secret about me. Okay, I told you about the military, bowling. Okay. Everybody calls me Queenie. And they call me Queenie because of when I was born and I was in the nursery. The nurse used to come out and tell my mom that I was in there running things. I make sure that everybody was paying attention to me. I was light skinned, blue eyes, they looking at me like, okay, what is she? What national? Because you couldn't tell. I looked like a little Mexican baby. As a matter of fact, true story, before they got into the bands and all of that on the your arms, identify you with the baby, and before, they were trying to resolve for the problems of babies being mixed up and given to the wrong person. They gave me to the other lady in the room who was Hispanic and gave the Hispanic lady's baby to my mom. And my mom was like, whoa, wait, that's not my baby. But anyway, so my real name is Quincella Von Zell. And the married last name that I chose to keep because of the flow was Goudet. So my actual government name is Quincella Von Zell Goudet. And I tell this story to a lot of people, and it's funny because just imagine this. You go for a job interview, and when they tell you could go ahead and go in, the person behind the desk is trying to act like he really doing something, he all that and everything. And then I say, good morning. And they say, just like this, good morning. Do you know what the double take was? The double take was, that lady was not supposed to be black. My whole name is French, Quincella Von Zell Goudet. So when I stepped in the room, they were not expecting, and that's the truth. But at any rate, because my initial is Q, anybody that has that initial knows it's really, really hard to find anything with a Q. It just is. So two things if I see, I got to have it, and that's something with a Q and Tweety. I'll throw in bowling too. But if it got a Q or it's Tweety Bird, okay. So I was in Hobby Lobby and I didn't even know what the cost was going to be. It was on the closeout, but look at this initial. Can you see it? It's a Q. It's a little Q pillow. So, again, what you gonna do with it? I might like do something and hang it on the wall because anything with a Q, like I said, I gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. So, here's some more. Y'all gonna be like, Queenie, what you gonna do? So, I actually got a chance to go to the Dollar Tree, whatever, $1.29 tree. Y'all got different names. And I can't leave nothing, nowhere that got red in it. If it got red in it, yeah, I gotta have it. So I found these at the Dollar Tree, and I've been looking at this lady on live that she does like one zipper, and she takes a couple of these and put them together, and it's a nice little pouch. I was thinking about making one that was a bigger size, then Bling and Bedazzling Design, or probably embroidering Bedazzling Design on it, and use it as something that I carry when I'm delivering like my shirts and stuff, because it'd be like taking it to the bowling alley and stuff. So I got an idea, but we'll see if and how that all comes together. Okay, so I haven't even opened this, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. It is, oh, okay, don't cut it, girl. You better watch what you're doing. It is, oh my God, and I forget how many it is, but these are all little pieces of material, all different colors. And I think it's like over 300 of them in here. And y'all trust and believe, I don't know what they call them, but they had some kind of blowout on them on Amazon. And I saw them. I was like, what can we do? Do corners with it or something? Not really sure. It's all good. So that's something. So like I went to get my hair done today. You guys wonder like I had a hat on. So let me tell you a story. I'm so transparent. I'm probably the most 100 in this you'll ever know. But so this used to be one of my favorite hats, right? Right. And this is before I did anything with Bling. So I was like, okay, today I got my hair cut because I'm like trying to determine what I want to do with these locks. So on the way from the garage, I said, I got to put a hat on. So I grabbed this hat. This one, like I said, a customer, one of my friends made it for me. And then if you look at this hat, look at all the pieces that's missing in the Bling. And you know what my thought was? Girl, you better fix that hat. Don't be going on no live with them missing pieces and you Bling. So this is a hat I've had for forever. So I am going to make it a project to restore this hat. And this jean, it's nice. I really like the hat. But I was like, I can't go on live. They're going to come for me. They see me. You a crafter and you got the Bling. I didn't even realize it. But just so you know how we be thinking and stuff. So this is something else. I was on, and I wish I could remember everybody's name. You'll know if you're watching this. So they were doing purses and putting the hardware on it and stuff. And I'm looking, and they had the littlest screwdriver, right? With the littlest pieces. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh my God, how neat is that? Where did you get that? And of course, they dropped it in the link. And, you know, I had to have it. So I'm one of those, like, when I need it, I want to have it, and not need it and want it. You know, so I know I want to do a purse. I have some fox leather over there, and I've been watching everybody trying to pick up. So that was It's called an electric screwdriver, and it came off of Precise is what it is. It came off of Amazon, so I had picked that up. Okay, so it's like, why? Let me take this address. I got to get a habit of doing that. Why are you doing all this stuff and trying stuff and all of that for making your quilts? Trust and believe. I want to learn how to make them, but it's not something that I find myself gonna make. That may change once I learn what I'm doing. But I'm always on Amazon, and these people telling you, they have these little monthly things, and I'm like, oh well, let me try. So lo and behold, I got it. Yeah, I got it. So this was something I ordered one time only, ordered, canceled. But this is from Miss Quilty. So I'm trying to I'll put it this way too, because I'm not really sure about the camera. And is everybody, let me know how my sound is. I have a DJI mic that I put on to try to resolve, make sure everybody can hear me and I'm not too loud. So with this package, it's a monthly package. Okay, you get a free gift. So I got the little square for embroidering and stuff. So I got that. And then along with that, I got the 3 little, ties that you put on your material and stuff. Okay, so that was cool. So that was the gift. Okay, and I just wanted to know what it was about. I don't like to make decisions and stuff like that based on other people's opinions, because everybody got their opinion. Hi, Shelly Maker. Thank you for the sound check. I appreciate you. I've been watching you. I need to know where that music coming from. If that's somebody you want to share, I love your music on your short. So anyway, you got 12 fat quarters. So they've already picked the color combination. Oh Lord, 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 I love them. I love butterflies, you guys. I always say, I put a reel up on my Facebook page, and it was about a butterfly. And the butterfly is not the butterfly, it's the caterpillar. And people look at that, and we used to say, I used to be a caterpillar. I was that little skinny girl with the short hair and the bug teeth, walking on stilts, the one everybody liked to pick on. Okay. And then it's like I just developed, and that ugly little caterpillar turned into a beautiful woman. So that's my association with caterpillars. Okay. So I love, oh my God, this is so pretty. I don't even know what I would do with it, but for right now, we're just going to put it right there. This was another one of the fat quarters, and they gave you 12. And I'm not going to tell you how much it cost for the box, because I'm sure it was too much, and I paid it, and I tried it, and thank you very much. We good. So we have all these. So I see how they are putting together the colors of blue. Oh my God. Yes, they're putting together the colors of blue. So that would be all, I guess, your combinations and stuff for in a quilt. Yeah. So these are all blue. So this is all that came in the fat quarter box. And like I said, it's 12 fat quarters that they give you. And now I want to take my butterflies and put them on top, because I want to see you. I might look for some more butterflies. Oh, make a tote bag. But Blue Lotus, you know what? I see you in there. You love the denim. Now, I'm telling you, My brother's finna gift me all of this denim. So I'm gonna have all of this stuff in, y'all. What I'm gonna do with it? My thing right now is finding time to do whatever I'm gonna do because I'm out here making this 9 to 5 money. Just gifted. Okay. All right. So Miss Quilty, with it came a book, and it just shows you in the book it's different kinds of patterns you could learn and how to. So if for nothing else, and it gives you some things to make with the stuff that came in the box. So if nothing else, maybe I'll learn. Yeah, it tells you each color you got and what you would do with it. So I took this as something to learn with to begin with. But what I'm gonna tell you is, I was watching somebody live the other day, and I was like, I need to learn the language too, what they be meaning when they say certain things, because there is a language. So that was my quilty box haul. So at the end of the day, all of this is gonna be, and it's gonna make me have to organize and put it up. But for right now, you're gonna go back into your little box, okay? So now, oh, let me show you two other things too before I get into that box. Let me see if I could find her. Okay, so I want to show you something that I thought was so cool. So when I went to the Dollar Tree, right? They had the, like, I was looking for the dish mats and stuff that hi, educated natural Miss T, and how you? So they have all these different things. So I'm up here looking at stuff on YouTube and looking for ideas. And you want to come out. I'm new, so I'm learning. So you don't want to make mistakes. You don't want to be, singled out, targeted for what you everybody started somewhere. And I'm gonna say this, tell this story. They say OG got stories to tell. I used to bowl before, and because of an injury, I had to stop for 5 years. So to keep myself moving around and in the mix and stuff, I took on Chicago stepping. Love to step. But when you went to go step, typically the better steppers, the better dressing females, and of course the ones that had the curves and mounds in right places always got to dances. So if you weren't fine as wine and had all the curves and stuff, you better be a bad dancer, okay? Because they didn't care what you looked like then. When they got on the floor, everybody was seeing you. It was all about the dance. So I got on the floor with this guy. His name is Dwight. And he's a pretty good dancer. His wife, Joanne, she's a realtor. Some friends of mine that's in the stepping world. I was dancing with him. And he was like, you know what, you could dance. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, but I could dance, but I can't step, And you know what he said to me? He said, do you think we were born stepping? Do you think anybody got out the womb and got on the floor and started stepping? You have to learn how to step. So I say that for this too. Everybody has to start somewhere. The best you can do is be supportive and encouraging. We're going to get out here and we're going to make mistakes, and just know that one day, he was sitting in the same seat I'm sitting in right now, nervous about your first live, didn't know what to say, didn't know how to hold everybody's attention, worried about what everybody was going to say about it and what was going to be the hubbub in the community. But I'm here to say, I'm Queenie. And there's only one thing I could do, and that's do and be me and try to be the best at it. So back to my little pot holders here. I'm telling you about the pot holders, right? And watching something on YouTube and learning. I watch everybody. That's probably my problem, because every time I watch somebody, I see something they have that's going to make it the job a little easier, and I got to have it. Like, for instance, okay, I had to have this. If it's going to make it easier for me, Queenie, you got to have it. I got to have it. If it's going to make me work smarter, not harder, I got to have it. So anyway, I purchased this, right? So on YouTube, I seen a young lady take this folded in half. Okay. Started from here, went around, and now what do you have? I'm going to show you, but I could tell you, you have some eyeglass case, right? Is that not the neatest thing? It's just, isn't that the neatest little thing? I was like, oh my God, Queenie, you could do that. Oh, but okay. So I'm like, all right, I got this Stellar. Hi, D. Smith, welcome in. I got this Stellar over here. I bought this. I had to have a bigger embroidery machine. I wanted a bigger hoop. I wanted to be able to do things on the back of jean jackets. Okay, so I bought it, but it is a Disney edition, and I was like, oh my God, Disney. So I not only am going to do that as a, but how about I set him right on there? Look at him. And I don't know, I forget what the Lord say he a thug. It's so funny. She says he's a thug, but that's her story to tell. But I was like, okay, so this just gives you ideas, and hey, somebody thought about it, and you add on to it, and it go and take it and do your own thing. But that was really easy. And I'm the type of person, because I'm so new, if I do something and I accomplish it, I get the biggest joy out of knowing that, you know what, it's something I set out to do and I did it. And with that being said, you can't let nothing and nobody stand in your way of what you really feel like you want to do, you know? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. He's supposed to be an OG. He's a gangster. I think he's so cute though. Okay, so we're gonna get to. Oh, let me show you this. So the girl that made the hat that I have on, and also she gave me this hat. She has a table, and she sets it up at the bowling tournaments, and she sells shoe covers, because when you go on the bowl and you get ready to leave the lane, you want to cover your shoes so that you don't step in anything sticky or wet, because it'll affect you when you get back up on the approach. I have a lot of people, know of a lot of people that have had to have knee surgery and ankle twist, because it's going to make you stop. And if you go on a momentum going forward and all of a sudden you stop, I've actually slid like almost down and took out the pins, because once you hit the actual bowling lanes, there is oil on the lanes. Different type of patterns dictate what type and how much oil. So you gonna hit it and you gonna slide, baby, slide. We ain't gonna be doing the dance either. But she made this one and gave it to me as well. And I was like, oh, okay, well, hey, we're gonna do something with it. And I popped on my red one. And this determined what size hat I need too, because I think the other ones that I have are way too big. So the next thing I have is going to be a Bling box. So before I came on and I showed you all the things that you can get. Did you slid one time bowling? Did you holler safe? Because I'm gonna tell you what, my boo is funny. He's a bowler as well. And when I go falling or tripping or sliding or some whatever, once he realized that I'm not hurt and I'm okay, yeah, then he gonna get comical. Because one time I went, I forgot to take the shoe cover off my foot. So I had the cover for the shoe to keep you from stepping in some wet. Of course, once you decide you need to put it on your shoe, you must remember to take it off, because that's like putting on brakes at 150 miles an hour. You gone. So anyway, once he realized that I was okay, he ran out there, rolled his hands up and said, "Safe." The whole bowling alley rolled. Everybody else was out there trying to help me get up, and he wanted to be funny. So that's the get kicked. So this is a Bling box. I had a vinyl one that I got from the same place, which is Heat Transfer Warehouse. If you go to their website, you can go in there and you can check. And they had last time when I put in for it, they didn't have the bling box. They just had the vinyl. I didn't even know that they offered. I think it's maybe 3 or 4 different boxes. And I don't know if they're out of them and then they get them back or whatever. But every time I've gone to get one, I did. So I wanted to get the rhinestone one. Not that I really needed a whole lot of more rhinestones, but I just wanted to see, you know, what the value was in the box. And then, you know, hey, each one teach one. And if you can share one too. Okay, so this is the bling box now. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, you guys can go and check it out, but I believe it was $29.99. And what I'm going to tell you is there's one item, maybe 2 items in here that are worth that by themselves. So on the bling box, okay, so it's okay. You got a yeah, it's a nice one, nice thick one. It is from Port Company. And I'll tell you, when I first started and decided what vendor I was going to go with, I order my shirts from Samar. And so I order shirts and I get enough to make sure that I get the free shipping and stuff. But it was right around Black Friday or whatever. And they had these things that were on sale, and it was like a really, really good sale. And this was like, trust me, this was my first purchase of shirts from the distributor. And I was like, didn't know what I needed, how much I needed, what sizes to get, you know, and like a friend of mine said, okay, make sure you get a size run. Okay, again, what's the size run? Okay, I'll know what I can do and what to do if I know what you're talking about, right? That comes to speaking the language. So a size run is like going small, medium, large, extra large, 2X. And then when you get to the larger sizes, you have to decide if you're going to charge a premium. But anyway, that's the size run. So I was like, okay. So the 2 choices in the sale for the shirts was Port Company and then my favorite, Gildan. Don't ask me why. Everybody got their own. I love the Gildan 50/50. And usually if I order it, say today before Tuesday, today before 2, I'll have them Thursday before 2. So that's who I started with, and that's who I continue to do business with. So inside of this box, they also gave you some KTM transfer tape. You know, a couple of pieces. Okay, I ain't mad at you. I take it. We'll take it. We still, so keep track of what you think. Now we're talking about $29. Remember that. Okay, so here are some more pieces. You know, you can pick up different things. These are nice little size pieces, you know, and I seen my girlfriend, she put 2 pieces, taped them together to do what she needed to do. So I mean, you know, you're gonna find a use for it. So that's more KTM tape. Okay, I don't know. So I guess I'm looking to see. So, oh my goodness, flock, flock. You know, we'll push that right on out and we'll use that. Okay, so now it's a few things in here that I don't know what they are. So I don't know if this is some new flock. Let's see what it says. It says, oh, rhinestone template flock is what this is. And this is a Walla flock black. You know, I did notice, I was going on there to order some flock today, and I did notice they had. So here you go. I could try that. I think I'm stuck on my pink though. And then let's see what this is. This says it's self-adhesive films. I don't know if that looks like it might be flock as well. Not really sure about that one. This again is we still in this $29 box, and we ain't. This is one thing. So I want somebody to tell me. And don't laugh. So then they gave me, look at all these blank. These are blank patch. So, you could do the patches and stuff with it. So it's blank patches and stuff. So they give you a handful of those. So now, okay. Somebody tell me, what is this? What is this? What? Somebody tell me. Sublimation patches. Okay. What is this? Thank you, Unbiased. What is this? I'm like, okay, back in the day, we used to wear Dickies. I don't know what this is. Biker shorts. What is it? Biker shorts? One leg? I'm going to tell you what I thought it was. You know how they ride motorcycles and they put the thing around their neck and then they put this over their face? A pull-up mask. Okay, D. All righty, Missy. All righty, Missy. She say, okay. Okay. I'm like, okay, I'm a little older and stuff, so I didn't know. I didn't know, but that's in there. So I guess you could put the name of their clubs or bike clubs or whatever. Okay, here's another one. So I think we already could be close to $29. What you guys think? Yeah, it wasn't a leg I was looking for. I was like, okay, it's just one leg. I ain't mad at you. Oh, you could twist it to make a headband. Okay. Okay. So then, I've been kind of playing around with hats. So here is a flexing. So it says that it's a patent pending thinner stitches front seam. So I'm going to play with my hat press again. I saw where Eve did hers, and I was like, okay. It was some things I saw, and like I said, it's all about learning. Girl, they want to make sure everybody. It's a lot of these things. Here's some nuts, some more to fill out the box. I don't know, you guys. You think I'm at $29 yet? I don't know. We're gonna see. And it's still more down here. Okay, so they gave you, like, again, this is the mystery box. So they gave you some pre-made rhinestone designs. This one says bride, tribe. So if you were doing a wedding or something, for me, I'm looking at that X. I might cut that out and just do those arrows in something. But again, these are just, this is another one. So if somebody's doing a wedding, there you go. But at the end of the day, guess what? It's I still think it's a good deal. So now we're gonna really get into the meat and the potatoes of this box, because at this point, it's gonna make me put it all together. At this point, you haven't even seen what the box is called, which is a bling box. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. This is the first container of rhinestones that is in the box. Okay, it says Crystal AB and it says 10 gross. And again, this is from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and they sell everything. Thanks, D. I thought it was, but you never know till you try. And I always tell people, try for yourself. If you can do it, try for yourself before you go off of what somebody says about it ain't good or it is good. If you're in a position to make a business decision like that, try it for yourself. That's me. And I think, okay. This is some kind of access to the warehouse. I think this is something tour for taking a tour or something. So anyway, that's the smallest one right there. And it's a very pretty color. Now, these, I do not know the names of the colors, but I can guess. Because it seems to be like they give you ones that are popular colors. Okay, when I say popular, these like you have your red, your white, your black, you know, your basic colors. So this is one bag, and I'm thinking this is cyan. This is what I think this is, or something to that nature. Okay, so that's one, and then oh wow, there's another. Not as sure if this is the same color or not. This one looks a little redder, but it may be, and it don't matter if it is. I've still a lot of rhinestones. Okay. And then here is another one, and I think this is a brown. I don't know what the quantity of in the bags. I can't give you any of the particulars. It's a mystery box, and you get the mystery box, and it's a mystery till you open the box. That's all I know. But at this point, what I will say is I was very, very impressed with the contents. Okay, so this is like is that like an aqua? I like that color. Yeah, I like that color. So this, and again, I want you to check out the size of the bags. Oh, it's nice to use for faces. Okay. Thank you, Bias LLC. I appreciate you. Okay, so this one I believe is just a crystal. I think that's just the crystal. Yeah, I think it's just a crystal. And like I say, and I'm still trying to get these. That's what I'm trying to say, unbiased. The stones to me is worth 29. And I still got, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I still ain't finished because we still got another one. Yeah, we still have another one. I'm like, oh my goodness. So now, I do have a sublimation machine, and I haven't really done a whole lot with it. It was shut down for a while, and I had the 1000 sawgrass 1000, and I bought the bigger one because when I first got started, everybody was trying to say get the biggest you could afford. So I just thought for the purpose of putting bigger images and stuff on designs, I got the bigger one with the tray. But then it sat around and I didn't use it. So when I did come back to trying to decide what I was going to do with this crafting journey, that was one of my biggest fears that, man, you bought this a year and a half ago, you've done test prints, it probably is going to be ruined and you got to spend all that money again. But you know, God ain't good sometimes. He good all the time because I didn't have any of those problems. And when I talked to the people at Heat Transfer Warehouse, they were saying that because I had the one that automatically turned on, I left it plugged in, so it turned on and it processed. So I was lucky in that regard. So I have 2 other things I have to move. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All righty. So there was one other thing that I wanted to show you. And then we're going to let you do what you do. We all like bling, right? So how about I went in Ross? It swivels, it's glass, and it has rhinestones all the way around it. And it was 70% off or whatever. But I had to have two. So I don't know if I'm going to use it to put stuff in it as a caddy. If it'll be something if I do the shops or whatever. And I'm, because when I took you guys on a tour of the craft area that sets up for the rodeo and stuff, I was looking and I was talking about presentation. So how they had their drapes, how they had their backdrops, how they had accent stuff. Yeah, unbiased bowling pin commercial. It's you have to personalize your page. And anybody that has known me for a while know that I love crafting, I love bowling, and I like to play bingo. So I'm that B. Which one? Choice is yours. That's all I'm gonna say. I crack my own self up sometimes. My mama said I used to say things before I know it. I learned to try to steer away from that. But anyway, that's that now. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I'm going to put that down here. So, puffy foam. So, I had somebody that sent me this, right? Puffy foam. And you're supposed to be able to cut stuff out and use this to puff up, I guess, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, it's something you think I should have. Okay. Y'all know what you're going to do with it. I'll take you. So that's, again, and whoever this manufacturer is, they worked with them or for them. Yeah, so there. And then there's some more because it's all in different colors. And I made sure I had the red and the black. Okay, but this is the other thing. Okay, so I'm told that it's fox leather. And I had made a keychain with one, but it wasn't the fox leather. I'm going to tell you, it was that nylon stuff. And what I'm going to tell you is probably me. I'm new at it, probably me. I put rhinestones on it and it didn't stick well. Yeah, so I decorated it with a rhinestone design, and I guess from it being in the purse and being knocked around or whatever, it didn't stitch well. But I don't know. I don't even remember patches. Ah, you know what? I'm biased. I'm scared of you. And it's probably what I was thinking at the time, but it's been so long ago that I probably forgot what I had got it for because I've been getting ready to get ready for a while. So that's really all I had. I just wanted to come on and touch bases with everybody and let them know. I've been on 3 days off and I'm getting ready to go on a 7-day stretch for working for this company because the assignment was for 70 days and we're getting ready to shut it down. So effective July 1st will be my last day officially. And that's because on July 2nd, I'm having the second procedure done on my right eye for the scar tissue from the cataract surgery. After that, y'all get ready because after that, it's my birthday. I will be 72 years old. Yeah, I said it. I'm proud of it. I'm the Crafting OG, Bedazzling Design. If you have not, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, share me out, and share me out. Eating messy Jones, watching the bushes. The box is worth over $30. Thank you, Miss Gail. I appreciate that. I think we're over. It's worth more than that. Yeah. So I'm looking back to see one game. I won one game, came in second on the other. The best puff phone, in my opinion. Okay. I went bowling Saturday. Just gifted. Child, you need to come on down to Vegas. You need to come on. I challenge anybody to come out here. And it ain't about bowling, just to come, just see some of the sights. And, it's interesting. Everybody gearing up now. You know what? So everybody gearing up. I'm getting text messages telling me to make sure I gas up my car. Got another text message saying, watch out, look out, toilet tissue. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Yeah, so, I mean, dude, what do you do? And it's like, somebody asked me, oh, well, how long you been out? Because I could go back active, but no. I'm retired, military, proclaimed 100% disabled. Y'all can't send me back. I don't even want to go hand out nothing. So hopefully everything in the world, mellows out and everybody's good. So without further ado, I just wanted to come on really fast. Like I said, I'm going to be out of the loop for 7 days, and then the surgery, and then the birthday. So I am going to do a giveaway. I am, and it was supposed to be for 200, but look like maybe, hopefully, God willing, by the time I shut down the store and stuff, I'm at 231 now, I think it is. It's baby steps, little accomplishments and stuff. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. I wasn't going to take up a whole lot of your time. I just wanted to share my haul and, talk about some things. And thanks, Gail. You checked it for me? Thank you. 231. Okay. And this is like every 3 days we get a new group of people in. So the majority of my subscribers are coming from, people I know, in the bowling industry. And for the record, I am working for a company called I Am Bowling. They have 4 pro shops, one in Suncoast, one in New Orleans, one in the Gold Coast, Suncoast, Orleans, and I'm missing one. Gold Coast. Those are all the pro shops. So when Nationals comes, whether it's here or in Reno, we run the pro shop. We set it up for all the ladies for all those days. So they are a garment. Not only are they into selling bowling balls and doing all of that, but they're also into sublimation. That is their thing. They do sublimation. If any of you can see, I'll show you behind me. Don't look it all up, but the backdrop. Then I have another backdrop up higher. But that backdrop is when I was putting together bowling groups to bowl, and I was actually giving tournaments. It was right after COVID when people were trying to come back to bowling. I established a group called Boss Divas Networking, and that was the name of it, Boss Divas Networking. And the hashtag for that was, if you can see it, maybe not, but I'll read it to you. It says, Boss Divas Networking, be that boss. Okay. So then that was first. So when I stopped giving the tournaments and stuff. Okay, I still have the name. It's not like it's a business name. It was just like a club name. But everybody used to come to this one site, Boss Divas Networking, and it didn't matter what you did. If it was insurance, if it was real estate, if it was Bling, whatever your business was. Some people did. What's the stuff you plug in the wall to smell good stuff? I had a rep. So everybody used to just come there and they would just share ideas. You know, people be looking for a Cincy rep. You don't have a Cincy rep. You didn't have an Avon rep. So that's what Boss Divas Networking was about in its entirety. But we were also a bowling group. So I said that to say this, not even knowing. That's called Boss Divas, BD, Boss Divas. And then there is BD, Bedazzling Designs. That was just like something that happened and I didn't even realize it. One day I was like, what? Both initials got BD? B, yeah, be that boss. So, okay, hopefully I spoke to everybody. If not, thank you for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if there is anyone that has not signed up for, I don't know, I didn't even put, I should have had Dolores drop it in the link. I think 10 had some spots available. The Educated Natural has some spots maybe still available. You might want to try to check that out. Unfortunately, that's during the time that I'll be shutting everything down. So I really wish I could attend it because I did have a one-on-one consult, and just from there, I knew that she was about that game. She had me shaking my head like, So 10, Miss 10, get with Dolores. I gave her a message to give to you. So get with Dolores for me. Yeah, I want to come. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna get on up out of here. But I want to leave you with this. Oh, yeah, there you are. 10 was up on the book. That's what I'm talking about. Don't she look like she about business? Yes, she do. Because this is what I'm going to tell you. You got to look like you about it to be about it. Okay? People see you coming. You have to, you got to know. You know, I listened to her testimony and she has one. So, you know, the different organizations that she has in place are original. They're genuine. You know, I've been in the background, in the bushes, behind the door, watching a lot of people for a lot of years, a lot of years. And what I'll say is, you know, everybody is new. Everybody got to start. You're going to step on toes. You're going to stir up sand, dirt, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all about what you want to do. And that's in life, that's in business, that's in everything. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, when you're going down a path, you have to change that path if the end result is going to be the same destination you've been hitting every single time. You know what I'm saying? So she has a lot of knowledge. She's been blessed with the gift of gab because she could, if you sit for 2 seconds, she will have your attention. So if you can, check her out. We need to always support one another. Like I say all the time, y'all, you have your circle of people, you have your state that you're in, you have your marketing development. You know how you want to go out there and get what you want to get. You know, if you want to be monetized, are you doing it for fun? Are you doing it for whatever your reasons are? just be the best at it. That's all you can do. That's the only thing you have control over, you know. The rest of it, if it encounters your lane, sometimes you have to go around it or go through it. But always come up on the other side, you know, it'll all be good. So with that being said, I'm going to thank everybody for coming out. If you have not subscribed to Bedazzling Designs, please run on over there, hit the like, the subscribe, turn on notifications, share me out, let them know. The Crafting OG, Bedazzling Designs, hey, that's me. And no, I can only do and be me. We'll see you guys next time.